We're going to take a look today at the 3rd chapter of the book of Daniel, and I want to read you the first couple of verses. Here's how it starts. Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold whose height was 60 cubits and its width 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. And King Nebuchadnezzar sent word to gather together the satraps, the administrators, the governors, the counselors, the treasurers, the judges, the magistrates, and all the officials of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image which King Nebuchadnezzar had set up. In the Bible, numbers are often used to represent important concepts. The number 7, for example, represents completion or perfection. The creation story, you'll notice, takes place over 7 days, which tells us that it was perfect. God didn't leave anything out. There are 7 candlesticks in the tabernacle, representing the complete and perfect light that Jesus brings to the world. Now, the number 6 is also important. It's just one number shy of perfection, and so it becomes the number of an imperfect humanity. When the number 666 shows up in the book of Revelation, it's not an accident that there are so many sixes involved. It's trying to tell us about a man-made mixture of politics and religion that falls way short of the perfection of God. So, you'll notice there are a lot of 6s in this story. Nebuchadnezzar makes a statue that is 60 cubits high and 6 cubits wide. That's about 90 feet high and 9 feet wide. But all those 6s get lost when you convert it into modern units of measurement. This is a statue to human achievement, human government, human religion. Now, think back to Daniel chapter 2 for a moment and consider the message God sent the king. He showed him a statue made of different metals, each one representing a successive world empire. You are the head of gold, he told Nebuchadnezzar, but another kingdom will eventually take your place. Now Nebuchadnezzar is building a statue made entirely out of gold, and it's pretty obvious what he's up to. He's rejecting the message sent from God. I'll make a statue that's all gold, all Babylon, he thinks, and then I'll force everyone to worship it. We'll see if Babylon ever comes to an end. It's a proud monument to personal greatness. And already here in the beginning of the story, it's all marked with a bunch of 6s. It simply can't compete with the perfection of God's plan for human history. You know, it's not the first time someone has tried to challenge God, and I sincerely doubt it's going to be the last. There are people who try to beat the odds all the time. God says that being unfaithful to your spouse is going to bring untold pain, but we still try to work around it. God says that allowing your passions off their leash and allowing yourself to feed whatever appetite you want is going to break your heart. But people still try. God has said that trying to solve the results of the sin problem all by ourselves is going to end in disaster, but still we try to do it. And for centuries, our efforts have all been stamped with a big number 6. They all fall short of the glory of God. In the beginning, God established spiritual laws in this universe for our own good and happiness, and those laws were perfect. Those laws get a number 7. And when we finally figure out that our own proud efforts are always going to fall short of God's plan for our lives, then maybe we'll stop getting 6s. Because after all, letting God stamp your life with Christ's perfection, well, that's just a better way to live.